Shalom. It's Yahawashi Bahasham from the GMS Lions Den Camp. First and foremost, I'm going to give all praises to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Ha, Rakah Kwadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and salutations to the fellow Akim out there pushing this truth and sincerity. I was just going over a couple precepts, and I want to get straight into it with Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, verse 1. But the souls of the righteous are in the hand of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, and there shall no torment touch them. In the sight of the unwise they seem to die, and their departure is taken for misery. Right, because when it comes to persecution, with the men of the Lord, the righteous men of the Lord, we are to suffer persecution. And let me get that. Might as well get that right quick. And I'm going to 2 Timothy chapter 3 and verse 12. Yeah, and all that will live godly in a Mashiach, Yahawashi, shall suffer persecution. Right, because some of us going to be martyrs for this truth. And, even though all of Israel, suffer persecution, being in captivity, some men are going to be martyrs for the truth. That's why you are to hold fast through faith, and with the wisdom, that you're going to be granted life, after that, you gain a crown of gold, from Yahawashi and the Father Yahawah, And I'm going to go to Revelations 17 and 6. Real quick. And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints, and that woman is the harlot, the whore, that sit on top of the beast, who is trying to fill her cup, and soon, Esau, the so-called white man, he's gonna press down on Jake, of all Israel, and it's gonna be bloodshed out here, man, And then when it comes to the men of the Lord and being martyrs for the truth, those men are gonna suffer persecution, through the way of FEMA, these guillotines, and thrown in camps, concentration camps, so to speak. Maybe tortured in a way, And this right here was a video I had came across before I even got into the truth, on how FEMA had a whole bunch of disposable coffins in Madison, Georgia, using some guy's land who was probably a Freemason, paying him to use his land to host these disposable coffins that FEMA had purchased through by way of the CDC, the Center of Disease Control, which is based out of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm gonna go back to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 3, and verse 2. In the sight of the unwise, they seem to die. So in the sight of the people that's in a state of derision and that's blocked from getting this truth, and despise Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, and have no knowledge of him, they gonna think that, men are getting put to death, man, for being, quote unquote, Esau is gonna label the men of the Lord terrorists, and even those who you got those Christians, the TD Jakes, who rather, protect these plantation Christians and go after the men of the Lord, with the false doctrine, You know, they're gonna look at the prophets. They're gonna be, oh, they're dying. You know, how could they be the prophets of the Most High and they getting put to death out here, man? And they're gonna be unwise to have that thought, man, to seem that we just died out here, man, because they lack spirituality, man. They have no clue of understanding of the scriptures, man, when it comes to reincarnation, you know. And their departure is taken for misery. And they're going from us to be utter destruction. But they are in peace. You know, the men of the Lord go be in peace, you know, because we're going to be in that spiritual realm just waiting and hopefully looking in them chariots, looking down at the destruction of this place, you know, ready to put our hands on these heathens and nations, man, and put them in subjection, you know. For though they be punished in the sight of men, yet is their hope full of immortality. And that's what we hope for, being men of the Lord, being of the elect, you know, the hopeful elect, you know, the 1/3, men, women, and children, you know. Through faith, we hope for the immortality, you know, the prophecies in fulfillment through these scriptures that it come upon us as well. And having been a little chastised, they shall be greatly rewarded. And that goes into that crown, man. You know, 2nd Ezra chapter 2, 44 and 45. You know, that crown, that gold crown that's been rewarded to us from Yahawashi, Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. For Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi proved them and found them worthy for himself. You know, and that's for doing the work, you know. You know, and never turning back, you know, clinging on to Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know, believing in him and having faith. As gold in the furnace has he tried them and received them as a burnt offering, you know, and just like gold is burnt in a furnace to bring out that pure metal, you know, that's how we're tried, you know, through the fire, going through temptation. You know, going through affliction, going through persecution is how we are tried, you know, through Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, you know. And in the time of their visitation, they shall shine and run to and fro like sparks among the stubble. They shall judge the nations and have dominion over the people. And their Lord Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi shall reign forever. And Khan, you know, and that's what we hope for, man. You know, because those who leadeth in captivity shall go into captivity, man. Here is the patience of the saints, man. That is the patience of the saints. You know. And I'm gonna end it off with one more scripture, and I'm gonna go to Philippians 1:20. For I know that this shall turn to my salvation through your prayer and the supply of the spirit of Yahawashi Hamashiach. You know, for I know that this shall turn to my salvation, you know, going through this affliction, you know, and being a part of this truth, you know, putting your hands on the plow, you know, hopefully sealing the elect, you know, being of the hopeful elect, you know, and being a part of that number, you know, we have hope. You know, and I'm going to read verse 20. According to my earnest expectation and my hope that in nothing I shall be ashamed, man. We're not ashamed going out there on the highways and byways, man. You know, we don't have fear either, man, to be a martyr for this truth, you know, to go through this thing, man, diligently, man, you know, to endure, you know. We're not ashamed of the word of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. We're not going to shy away from the doctrine, man. You know, as we see the RFID microchip is being pushed, the mark of the beast is being pushed on a global scale now, man. You know, airports is setting up technology. You know, you got the technology through the cell phones now. You know, the iPhones, especially with the face recognition and things like that. You know, a brother put up a video, a GMS. He put up a video of how Walmart is now, you know, tracking all its customers. You know, with yellow blocks on them as they walk through the stores. You know, I mean, it's getting down to that point, man. You know, I'm going to read verse 20 again. It's Philippians 1:20. According to my earnest expectation and my hope, you know, that faith, you know, that hope, that in nothing I shall be ashamed, man. But that will all boldness, with boldness we stand out there and we stand behind this truth of Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi, man. As always, so now also Yahawashi or Mashiach shall be magnified in my body. You know, we hope to get those glorified bodies, man, through standing trial through this faith, man. You know, we're not ashamed. You know, his testimony is gonna lie and magnify and be magnified through the men that souls are gonna be beheaded. When you go to Revelations 20:4-5, man, when we get to those guillotines, man. Whether it be by life or by death. And with that, I say shalom.